Hello, 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 hello. You are welcome to this amazing video. um, I'm trying to fix this. Everything is going according to plan, guys. Everything is going according to plan. Um, I just witnessed one of the most awesome, most fantastic, most exciting games this week. Wow. Wow. Arsenal versus Leicester City. Oh my God. This is amazing. This is wonderful. It's all about Gabriel Jesus. You know, during preseason, when we kept talking about this guy, all the Arsenal fans all I'm extremely sorry. My internet, my internet actually had a little challenge. My internet had a little challenge, so I'm just trying to get it sorted. Okay, so as I was saying, it was a fantastic, moment. It was a fantastic period for us with Gabriel Jesus coming to the party. A lot of people have said that this is just a is just a buzz. I mean, we are just overhyping him and all that. But it was amazing on this edition of Arsecast TV broadcast. This is the post match briefing, the post match review. That's the we review the game and then say that as it is. A lot of comments are online. I'm just trying to search. I'm just trying to look at different things. This is from the Sun and is talking about Gabriel Jesus puts on masterclass on home debut with 2 goals and 2 assists, blockbuster. Amazingly, when I've listened to a lot of pundits and nobody minced word when they said that Gabriel Jesus, sorry, is going to explode like a time bomb, on the EPL this season. As a matter of fact, if you play the FPL, the fantasy Premier League, you will notice that Gabriel Jesus is the most used player in the EPL. Almost almost everybody who is playing the FPL wants Gabriel Jesus in their team. You understand? So that tells you of the kind of expectation. We have a massive expectation on Gabriel Jesus, massive expectation, and so when the season started and he didn't score any goal last week, we saw the work rate. We knew that this guy is going to be amazing. We know that this guy is going to be amazing. So when this week came, everybody were like, I watched the game at a fan center, a viewing center. For a lot of us in Nigeria will understand what most of us watch match at viewing centers and all that. So, and almost everybody there, even those who are not Arsenal fans, are all expecting when Gabriel Jesus is going to score. That is what everybody was just expecting. And he didn't disappoint, really. Gabriel Jesus did not disappoint, So I'm just going to break down all the goals. The first one was a fantastic, ball from, that Gabriel Jesus started and finished, all by himself and all that. It was a fantastic, goal. Not only the good thing about Gabriel Jesus is that not only did he score, he also did assist. He's also assisting others while he's receiving and playing the final ball. You can see the desire, you can see the hunger, even after scoring 2 goals, and then he missed a sitter, you can see the way he was blaming himself, he was cursing inward and all that. You can see the desire to want to make it hat-trick. This is just an amazing, this is just an amazing time for Arsenal fans. Really, is an amazing time for Arsenal fans. Before I actually go ahead on this stream, as I'm talking about different things on the, about the game, I will also be doing the player ratings. I'll be doing the player ratings, and I'll be getting my player ratings from Football London. So I'll be using Football London as my, player rating. You understand? So because this match is, apart from Man City that played Bournemouth 4-0, I believe that Arsenal game, the Arsenal game versus Leicester City, is the talk of the weekend. We don't know what will happen when Tottenham play Chelsea. We don't know what will happen in Liverpool game. All right, but for now, I believe that the talk of the town right now in the EPL is Arsenal Leicester City. So we're going to do player rating, and then we're also going to take a look at all the different things that happen in the match. So let me start this way by saying these are some of the things that I noticed in the game. The fact that I was telling somebody where I watched the match, I said that I love Arsenal's play off the ball even more than their on the ball play, because their off the ball play is amazing. The press is infectious, with Gabriel Jesus leading the line, pressing from up top, Everybody is just pressing. And I said something in my last stream, where I talked about some of the things that I noticed in training. I was talking about the fact that Saka has built up muscle. You can see the guy, you know, the way the desire, everybody is putting a shift. Granit Xhaka playing very, very far, into the final third, is playing at the top of his game. Everybody is putting in a shift. The coach from the sideline is pushing the players inside the pitch. They are pushing. Everybody is putting in a shift, and in such a scenario, even the worst of players will look like top class. That's why when you see, an average, definitely we know that almost every player in Manchester City are top class players. But even some of their players that are below par, you can see when they come into the team, because they are playing with A-level players, they seem A-level also, and that's exactly what it is in our team, from the defense, from the goalkeeping to the attack. Unfortunately, Ramsdale didn't, or fortunately, Ramsdale didn't have so much to do with, I'm still going to talk about the two goals that we conceded. I feel that, it's just a momentary lack of concentration or lack of communication between the defense and the goalkeeper. That goal shouldn't have been a goal, if there's proper communication between the center backs and Ramsdale. And you can see how painful it is for Ramsdale, to concede that goal. And Leicester's second goal was just a moment of brilliance from Kelechi Iheanacho, who was subbed in and then laid a fantastic, pass to James Maddison, who finished, from a very tight corner. It was also a ball that I feel that, Ramsdale should have kept out. So I believe that Ramsdale had a lot of errors in this game, if you have errors in quote, if you want to call it that. So I feel that Ramsdale, could work on some things, considering that second goal. I really think that kind of ball should have been kept out. Do you understand? But the first goal is just a lack of communication between the defense and the goalkeeper. He made, that own goal that Saliba has scored. Officially, now we can say that Saliba has scored his first goal in Premiership. So we can put that aside now. He has a goal in Premiership. How be it an own goal, but now the guy has a goal. That's just on a lighter note, really. So let me quickly just do the player ratings right now. Let me do the player rating according to Football.London. So Aaron Ramsdale arguably lucky with a penalty and poor to concede at his near post from Maddison's strike. Could do nothing about Saliba's own goal, but he was solid as he was last week. I feel that, like every Ramsdale's performance is extremely very solid. I just feel that he shouldn't have let that Maddison's ball to go into his net. I think he has enough to actually, keep the ball out. So as a result, he will be given 6. Ramsdale will be given 6. Solid performance, but by Ramsdale's standard, I really think that he didn't really get on. I feel that he didn't really get on. Okay, not only so, from Ramsdale, let's go to the right back, Ben White, who also put up a enough um solid enough down the right hand side. Leicester struggle to get much joy there, with most of their attacks coming down left. Of course, we know that, with Maddison on that side and then Ben White actually did enough to keep Leicester City at bay on that particular side. Amazing performance from Ben White. Today he gets a 7. He gets a 7. Solid performance. Kept Leicester City quiet on. They really could not penetrate that particular side, so they had to divert to the to the left hand side, because obviously, uh, even though Zinchenko offers us so much going forward, but we all know that defensively it can be a little bit cut off, so that's why I feel that, going forward, there will have to be a way that Mikel Arteta would have to manage Kieran Tierney and then Zinchenko, Alexander Zinchenko, to ensure that when we are seriously under attack, we are defensively strong, and then when we need to go all out, we are offensively strong as well. But Ben White gets a 7. Saliba really unlucky to let in the own goal. It was outstretched. It was outstretched. But he hardly put a foot wrong. Aside from that, another assured display, and that's according to Football.London. He also gets a 7 from them. Saliba, it's amazing to believe that the guy is just 21 years old. It's amazing. Looks assured on the ball, keeps the ball well, has everything that a centre back needs to thrive in England. Has everything, has the pace, has the the height, has the ball aesthetics. He's confident, he's assured, barring from that lack of communication between him and Ramsdale, he didn't put a foot wrong. I think that's another solid performance, from William Saliba, who gets a 7 from Football.London. And then Gabriel Magalhaes, I think he had a very fantastic game. The most solid of the two. He is the most solid of the two and did well to cover generally when Zinchenko power forward. Might have done more to stop the Madison goal, though. You understand? So he also gets a 7. Just like Saliba, but according to Football London, he looks more of the assured of the two pairing. The two centre backs, Saliba and Gabriel. Gabriel looks like the more, I think, experience, will eventually come in when you compare Saliba and then Gabriel Magalhaes. So looks assured, covers Zinchenko when Zinchenko goes forward. So with Zinchenko cut out, I feel that the second goal that Leicester City scored, I feel that the second goal should have been dealt with more by Gabriel Magalhaes, seeing that Zinchenko had been cut off, which is likely going to be something that will always happen in Zinchenko's game, because he likes to get forward, and before he comes back, a lot of things could go wrong if we don't have a centre back that covers very well for him. You understand? So that basically Gabriel also gets a 7. Then let's move to the left fullback, Alexander Zinchenko. Zinchenko offensively excellent as he supported Gabriel Martinelli and combined beautifully with Granit Xhaka. Defensively, there are still a few question marks over his positioning, which mean Tierney will fancy his chances of getting back in. So there is no doubt about Tierney's quality. There is also no doubt about Zinchenko's quality. I think the two players offer us different. They are players. They are two players of different profiles. Albeit they play the same fullback, left fullback. But depending on what Arteta wants per time, I think that particular position of our Mike back. Okay, so if you are looking to go forward, you want to and an inverted fullback, you want to look at Zinchenko. And if you are going to be talking about somebody who will step in into the fullback role, possibly maybe drive through the flank, on the line, on the touch line, and then bump forward from that particular space, you'll be looking at Kieran Tierney. So Zinchenko will also get a 7. That's according to Football of London. Thomas Partey, some incisive passing in the middle of the pitch, including one eye of the needle pass to Xhaka, in the first half defensively. Defensively, he's extremely decent. So that's Partey for you. Control the midfield, protected the ball, ensure that the defense is well protected, going forward, threaded, decent passes into the final third, extremely tidy performance, from Thomas Partey. He also gets a 7. And then for the Granit Xhaka, who played the 8th position, he gets an 8, because Granit Xhaka, what he did today, I feel that Granit Xhaka was immense, a complete midfield performance from the Swiss, who were defensively astute but also got forward stupendously to help the attack. The goal was a highlight, but some of his passing was sublime. Look at Granit Xhaka in this particular. I feel that Granit Xhaka has just stepped into his own in Arsenal. Playing further up the pitch, in that 8th row where he doesn't have to defend so much, even though when Zinchenko, bounce forward, he has a way of coming back, to just step in that particular place. I feel that Granit Xhaka did amazingly well today. The goal that he scored is just a crowning of everything that he played today. I feel that Granit Xhaka deserved the 8, that he got, according to Football.London. Martin Odegaard, again, maybe not as influential as he might have hoped, even if he was secure in possession, perhaps a symptom of Arsenal's attack being so focused on the left. We know that Gabriel Martinelli is on that particular left, and so a lot of our attack is focused on that particular left, where you have Zinchenko, Xhaka, and Martinelli. It's an absolute nightmare for any particular coach. That particular place is going to be, for a long time, I've always cried for Arsenal to be able to move away from just using Saka's wing, that is on the right. He seems to be, because the reason why Saka has always been Arsenal's best player is because we concentrate most of our threat in that particular side. But with what is happening, what Arteta has done this season is to ensure that while Saka offers us serious threat from that particular right, we've been able to get our left-hand side to be extremely strong. So that is why most of the time you see Gabriel Martinelli giving nightmares to defenders on that particular side. If Gabriel Martinelli is not there, you see Zinchenko tucking in and Xhaka pulling wide. At times you see Gabriel Jesus pulling wide and Martinelli coming in. It's just the flexibility in Arsenal's attack right now is extremely fantastic. So for this particular the reason why this is very important is because now Odegaard Saka combination is not so much as effective for Arsenal as it used to be, because now we now have diversity. We now put a lot of more emphasis in order for us to look more unpredictable to opening. We've now been able to effectively develop the left-hand side of our game. That's one area that I feel that Mikel Arteta has actually done so very well. This is Arsecast TV. I've been doing player ratings, for the match Arsenal versus Leicester City that took place at the Emirates Stadium just about an hour ago. The match ended 4-2. So if you are if you are on the stream with me, you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Arsecast TV. Is the official, Arsenal Arsenal biased YouTube channel from the Niger Gunners perspective. All right, so I give a thumbs up to all my Gunner friends on AFC Niger. That's our WhatsApp platform. And then I'm also going to try and put a link in the description. If you're a Gunner out there and you want to be a part of AFC Niger, I'll put a description out. I'll put a link that you can use to join the fan base so that we can be plenty. And then with the interaction, we can keep the interaction going on. All right. So I give I gave Odegaard. Odegaard will have to take a 6 today because we feel that he didn't really impact much on the game, even though it looks assured in possession. They didn't really give away, ball like that. He was very well assured, but he didn't really impact on the game like he would have hoped. So Bukayo Saka, another who suffer from the left-sided bias of Arsenal's attack, given the free-flowing nature of Arsenal's attacking display, that I wanted to get involved more if possible, but didn't do anything wrong. Like I've just told us, deliberately Arteta is trying to offer a lot of flexibility in our game, ensuring that opponents or opposition teams don't just think, okay, we are effective on the right, because Saka is in that place and Odegaard plays towards there. Now we have a lot of, threat going forward on the left-hand side with Zinchenko, Granit Xhaka, and Martinelli. Such a nightmare, such a fantastic, display from that particular side. And that's why, Bukayo Saka didn't really get more joy, albeit he still got the 7 because he didn't put any foot wrong in the game. So also we'll have Gabriel Jesus, who led the line from the front. The kind of display that shows us again, not that we needed much reminding why the Brazilian is such a good signing, an elite goal for his first, and a poacher's finish for his second. 2 assists on top of that as well. He gets a 9. For me, unarguably the man of the match today. 2 goals, 2 assists, sublime performance from Gabriel Jesus. We talked about it. This guy is gonna do great things in Arsenal shirt. Playing in front of the Emirates crowd, the crowd buzzing, the sun shining. Gabriel Jesus stepped up, delivered 2 goals, and then delivered 2 assists. An assist for Granit Xhaka, an assist for Gabriel Martinelli. What an awesome night, an awesome afternoon for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta also buzzing. I'm also going to do another stream, hopefully maybe tomorrow or on Monday, to talk about what, that's on our Gaffers Dissect, to talk about what Mikel Arteta press conference, what he's been saying and all that. That is going to be on another video, another stream which will likely be streamed on Sunday, that's tomorrow, or on Monday. So if you've been on this stream with me, this is Arsecast TV. Please subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, turn up the notification bell so that when new streams are going to be taking place, you'll be the first to know, and then you'll also be able to join in. I want to apologize for the little glitch at the beginning of the video. So please like the video, share it, make your comment. Let me know what you think about your own player ratings. Who do you think are your standard performers? What do you think you should, how do you think we can resolve communication problem between Ramsdale and the defense? Is this something that we should begin to worry about? Is this something that is just a one-off? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Put your comments below. Let me know what you think. subscribe to the channel, like I said, and turn up the notification bell. Put a thumbs up to the video. It helps us. It helps the channel to be able to grow, and for it to rank, and for YouTube to be able to suggest it to other Gunners out there. So please, this is yours sincerely. It's just my own thought, on the match that took place. Big up once again to the Gabriel Jesus, who's arguably or unarguably the man of the match, for Arsenal versus Leicester City. All the boys did well. The match ended 4-2. Amazing, game. We know that Leicester's are not pushover, and but over time, this team is going to get better. This team is going to get better. Everybody, you can see that everybody is trying to put in a shift. Even when Nketiah came in, I didn't give, maybe I didn't conclude my player rating, because Gabriel Martinelli, got an 8 because he was fantastic. The Brazilian is on a form at the moment, that really nailed him, that left wing spot. So he combined so well with Gabriel Jesus, and as an end product this season to boot. So he's fantastic. Gabriel Martinelli is always constantly threatening, Leicester's defense, getting the ball. He's making a dribbling run. He's just focused on going forward. Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Saka. I think they will compete for the front line of the season. This attack is so potent, it's so powerful. Gabriel Martinelli, one goal in his game, offering so much threat, is just amazing. He's given an 8 because of his performance. I mean, what an awesome performance. And also going to the substitutes, Takehiro Tomiyasu. Good to see Takehiro Tomiyasu back in the fold. We know that he played Kieran Tierney played about 15-20 minutes in the match against Crystal Palace. Now we have Tomiyasu, playing also like about 10-15 minutes today. It's something we love to see. Kieran Tierney and Tomiyasu back in the fold, while we still have Ben White and Alexander Zinchenko. It's something that we've been dying for, to have serious competition in every wing in our team. So Tomiyasu, he's very steady in possession, and defense also, and while also contributing to the attack. It's good to see the Japan international back. He gets a 7 from Football.London, and he gets a solid 7. That's a fantastic performance. Kieran Tierney, shot most of Leicester's threat on the left-hand side down after coming on. Looks really defensively solid. That's why I was saying that one of the things that we have going for us in Arsenal right now is that on that left-hand side, depending on what Arteta intends to do, we are extremely very, very solid. So when Smith Rowe came on, he didn't really influence the game so much. So no points available for him. Eddie Nketiah, he came in too late, to be able to influence the game. So all these players, we really are up to something in our team right now. For me, I'll give Arteta a solid standard 8, putting the team together, driving the team, providing leadership from the touchline. I will give him an 8. And then for the referee, I think the referee did well. For the Leicester penalty shout, I thought, on looking at it at first, I thought that it was a penalty. I was telling some people that could be a penalty, but the referee went to check the monitor and then he waved it off, even though he had first of all blown it as a penalty, but the referee eventually waved it off. I think that referee allowed the game to also, progress effectively without too much calls and all that. Solid performance, performance from the referee. I will give the referee a 7. I'll give the referee a 7. And also the fans, the Emirates crowd was buzzing today. Even though the sun was streaming down, hot and all that, the fans stayed in the stadium. They stayed behind the boys. They chanted their names. They gave them all the support. I will give the fans an 8 today. They were just on top of their pitch. So that's player rating for me. I will this just like an average post match review of the Arsenal Leicester City game. I'll be back on Gaffer's Dissect, like I said, on Sunday, or that's tomorrow, or on Monday, to give you what Mikel Arteta has said during his press conference and all that, and then what we need to know about Fabio Vieira, who didn't make the match day squad. So Fabio Vieira is yet to be back, but I noticed him in training. He's back in training, but I believe he's not totally fully match fit yet. So we will look forward to what Arteta has to say, concerning the players on injury and all that. That will be on Gaffer's Dissect, definitely on Monday. All right. So it's still me, Solomon Iroja, the strategist, on Arsecast TV. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, drop a like on the video and then share the video. Talk to your friends about it. Let's promote our own Gunners in Nigeria. Come on, you Gunners. It's time to take it up a notch. I'll see you next time.